I'm unstoppable! You're no match for my fists! I'm unstoppable! I'm unstoppable! Excuse my knuckles!
What's up, man? Hello. It's alright. Was working on a new character. Was working on a new character, trying to level her up. Got a good build going so far. Just gotta optimize it a little bit more. The Shinobi is in like 25 hours. So I'll be on for Shinobi Neon for Shinobi as soon as it releases, because I bought the deluxe edition.
2, 1.
But I'll definitely
Escort the
still be
payload.
playing this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm glad I gave it a chance. I wasn't quite sure if I would like it, but I took the plunge and now I've got like 40 hours in it. Excellent game. Sometimes you gotta take
Use my
risks.
knuckles.
Games can't always be super safe. Especially because this game was only like $4, so it wasn't really a reason not to. Definitely undercutting
I'm
themselves, charging
unstoppable.
$4 for this. Definitely worth the full price of $20. A lot of content.
Excuse my knuckles. Make some space. Out of my way. Make some space. Escort the payload. I'm unstoppable. Excuse my knuckles. I'm unstoppable. Nothing to see here. Out of my way. I'm unstoppable. unstoppable. Out of my way. Defeat the enemies. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. Out of my way. Make some space. Victory! Defend the chest! I'm unstoppable! Wave incoming!
What the hell killed me? Obnoxious map. I like when it's just a straight line. Stuttering doesn't help either.
I'm unstoppable.
Performance of this game is not ideal. Luckily, stuttering usually doesn't kill you like it did in that Terminal Brigade game where you would, the game would stutter and then you would just die. It's not that bad, but the performance leaves a lot to be desired. Considering how this game looks, it's definitely not where it should be. Due to the nature of the game where, like, you don't really get one shot so far anyway, it's not that bad. It's more than playable. Said they're working on fixing it, but they're a small team in the Xbox version had some pretty fatal bug that they need to fix first. So hopefully they'll get around to it. I gave up on playing this on Steam Deck. When you have like a build online, it is a complete lag fest. We got Shinobi tomorrow. Shinobi runs fine.
Unstoppable. Make some space.
Worried about it. Shinobi was running at 180 FPS. I'll still be playing this pretty much every day though because of how it works. Just may not broadcast it. It's got garbage rolls. So does this one. And into the pile they go. Well, the rolls on this actually aren't very good either. I think I'll probably re-roll those actually.
Victory!
Ah, that's not bad. That's actually, pretty good. Condition duration. sucks. I hate the auto-scrollers in this game. Why do we have to have auto-scrollers? Just let me kill stuff. That's it. Auto-scrollers in this game are so boring. I don't know why developers think people like being forced to wait. I do it at my own pace. I don't mind time limits as much as I mind this. Just waiting. It's boring.
Excuse my knuckles.
This is just frustrating because they're dying quick, but they keep coming in here. This sucks balls. I hate this auto-scroller crap. This game has too many of these. There's like 3 modes that are basically just auto-scrollers.
I'm unstoppable.
Lamest popular game mechanic is being forced to wait. Instead of like just being able to go at your own pace. Can't stand it. Platformers, same thing. Hate it. Passion. Why do we need this? Just make a kill room. Even more complicated than that. Forced walking sections, everybody hates those now. Those are basically just modern auto-scrollers. Like how the Mario 3 speedrun, like half of it is auto-scrollers. Because at the end, when you have to go on the ship, the end of each world is basically just an auto-scroller.
I'm unstoppable.
This is whack. Just spawn a bus. It's probably a lot more tolerable if you have somebody to play this with.
Right on.
No, don't make me capture another one. Are you kidding me? Give me another objective besides this. Sucks. Ah. Auto-scroller should be banned. Garbage mechanic. My marbles. It's kind of why Mario 3 speedruns are kind of dumb actually, because it's like very skilled, but such a huge chunk of it is the auto-scrollers. Even like the 10-minute category, like I don't know how much it is, but a significant amount of it is this, basically just waiting. It's a little bit more interactive because it's not King of the Hill like this is, but it's interesting to think about how much they optimize that game. They can't skip those auto-scrollers. That was a big, meaty hit. This character is really fun. Torture's over.
Defeat the enemies!
Torturous. Went a lot faster where I didn't have to wait for an auto-scroller. Nice.
Victory!
Thankfully, there are in-game activities that do not have any auto-scrollers, and those are the ones that I prefer to do, because it's the actual skill and pace of the build, instead of how much patience I have to stand there and wait. Odd decision. I think it's mostly just that like this was supposed to be a service game originally, and it got repurposed into a offline game with optional online. I think that's probably why it's like that. They were expecting this game to pop off and have a lot of people playing, and that didn't end up happening. So there's like remnants of it for sure. These guys got screwed over by their publisher. It really sucks. It's such a great game. Most of the faults of this game mostly just come from the fact that it was supposed to be a service game, and I don't think they really converted it as well as they should have. In my opinion, like, all the auto-scrollers and shit should be gone if it's gonna be a, you know, single-player game. Boss fights in this game are pretty good, though. You pretty much just hit them until they die. They don't have any auto-scroller boss fights, which are worse than other kinds of auto-scrollers. And their other game, Hellclock, was very good about that as well, not making them like turn invincible randomly.
I'm unstoppable.
The game is all about you know, clearing as fast as possible because there's a time limit, so. It's very good design to not have that stuff.
I'm unstoppable.
It's annoying at worst in like you know, regular kind of game. It's not time limit. mechanic. You have to be really careful about how you design the bosses. If they're too annoying, the game kind of just won't be any fun to play. I haven't encountered any gimmick bosses. Well, there are, but for the most part, you only need like one damage window to kill them if you're playing properly, so it's not that bad.
Make some space! Out of my way! Get behind me, hunters!
Imagine if this actually had been a successful service game, it would like rival Borderlands. Actually be better in a lot of ways because, you know, there's no like big world to traverse.
I'm unstoppable.
A lot easier for people to play with like that don't have a lot of time, just don't like that kind of game. It really sucks that they got screwed over. glad they still finish the game. I think it's pretty commendable to still finish it despite getting screwed over by both the algorithm and their publisher. But yeah, I do think that they could have converted this to a not service game, you know, premium game, a little bit better. I don't really see the point of having like daily quests and stuff when it's not, you know, gacha game anymore. Probably mess around with your clock to fix it. I'd rather do that on my Steam Deck, though. Let's change the day forward and, you know, progress at your own pace. The version to a premium game in this is a little bit, not as good as it should be. I feel like there shouldn't be daily quests and stuff, because, you know, they're not making consistent money off it. Like, that stuff should be gone. No reason for it to be there.
Out of my way!
Seems like the progression from it is like expedited, though, so that helps a little bit. Mostly just leveling up the factions is kind of dumb because it's basically gacha game, daily reset kind of stuff. Like, I can't make any progress in here for like another 8 hours. It's like, why? It's not a service game anymore. Like, get rid of that crap.
I'm unstoppable.
I really want to add this game to my gacha blunt rotation, but seems like you have to log on at a very specific time to do it. Can't just like play the game when I want.
Out of my way! I'm unstoppable! Make some space!
I think I got almost everything from this. I think I'm gonna not level it up. Apparently you have a cap on how many maps you can have.
I'm unstoppable.
There's the boss. It's like the boss is hiding. I'm gonna get punched. Where the heck is the boss? Must be down here. Always gonna
I'm unstoppable.
make sure you get both bosses. Optimize your drops. Sometimes it takes a while to find them. I'm definitely doing pretty good damage though. Way better than it was before. Just like not gonna spawn the boss? What's going on here? No, I didn't see that. Well, that was worth the wild goose chase. Let's just dip. Not worth the time. Well, I don't think doing this activity is very fruitful at the moment because the dailies aren't back up. I wonder if you can just change your clock. Like, does it actually connect to a server or what? Yeah, I think the main thing to do is wait. While I wait for the dailies to come back up is to do these. I need like, how many more gear score? Like 23? I could probably manage that today. But yeah, I'm kinda just wasting time. Oh man, another auto-scroller. Tired of those. What I need the most is energy cores. That's like the main thing. Is most of this is pretty decently upgraded. Energy cores and carapace. So I guess we'll grin and bear it and do this auto-scroller. I only need 23 more gear score. Probably a little bit less than that, but if I can optimize what I do and get that, then that's going to be a pretty big progression buff. I'm still gonna have to wait for the quest to reset.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The resets aren't that bad, but
Escort the payload.
like they should be gone. You're not trying to, you know, have microtransactions and stuff. Like, I don't really see a reason for that to be there. I wonder if you can't just scum it with your clock. Like change your time zone to like Japan or something. Go ahead like 17 hours and then go back. I wonder if you actually can do that. I would rather do that on Steam Deck though, because messing with your time zone on an actual like computer you use for important stuff is not that good. Oh, you're welcome for the giveaway. I got more entries than I thought. I'll try to accommodate everybody.
I'm unstoppable.
It's going to depend on channel income and IRL stuff. I have some bills I have to pay. Takes priority.
Excuse my knuckles.
that's the point of this giveaway.
Out of my way.
There are good games that I've played this year that are like $20 or less. That's the whole point of it. Like when you ask for Ragebound, I'm like, yeah, it's a small game, but it's an established franchise. I mean, Ninja Gaiden's been around for like 40 years.
Out of my way.
40th anniversary of Ninja Gaiden is like, I think like 87, so it's coming up very soon. It's one of the oldest active gaming franchises, so I don't really think that game needs any kind of promotion. Something like what I'm currently playing, which is
Escort the payload.
$20 base price, and gives you like hundreds of hours of game time if you like it enough, is more kind of the goal.
Make some space.
Not every good game out there is $90. There's lots of good games out there that you can easily play and enjoy and don't need a monster content creator computer or anything like that. You don't need a lot of money either. That's the whole point of it. I'm sorry that you wanted Ninja Gaiden, but that's not eligible. It's for indie games, not I mean, that game basically is an indie game, but same sense that stuff like Super Metroid was. You know, that game was only made by a couple people, but they had the backing of a huge company. So, like, it barely counts. That's kind of what's different about AAA games from the 90s and stuff compared to now. They very much were AAA games of the time, but they were made by comparatively very small teams. And, the publishers like Nintendo, so they have infinite money and resources.
Out of my way.
Be surprised how many like legendary games are only made by a couple people at best. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to count it. People that made Super Metroid didn't have to worry about a publisher screwing them over.
I'm unstoppable.
Deadline winning the game. Well, I mean, sometimes they did. It depends. But those games still came out great, even if they weren't able to do everything they wanted. This is the definition of an underrated game. This game I'm playing right now is the definition of an underrated game. Screwed over by the algorithm and the publisher. They're not charging anywhere near enough for this game. They can't get anybody to play it. It's one of those games, if you sit down and just give it like an afternoon, it is a very good game. They just have a problem like getting people to want to try it. So that's kind of the purpose of this, is the smaller games like this that I played on the channel are what's eligible. Ninja Gaiden does not count. Anyway, that went pretty quick. That should give quite a few gear score. 497 now. Probably need to work on the potion next, because that's like the easiest way to get more gear score. That and the weapon.
Victory!
Yeah, a AAA game back then would have been like Super Metroid. Made by a way smaller team than what a AAA game is made now, but they never once had to worry about budget or anything like that. You know, the Nintendo was footing the bill for that. Something like this is, couldn't be farther from that. They faced a lot of adversity making this game. Alright, so I need to go for energy cores now. That's like the main thing. I need like 16 more gear score. Any y'all got any more of those energy cores? Where the heck are they? Oh, I'm in the wrong era, no wonder. What's gonna give the most of those? This only gives one, and it's like partial auto-scroller. Suboptimal. Well, we can get some item levels from this at least. I actually didn't even really like Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I mean, it was okay. I think Shinobi was more what I was expecting, which is interesting because they're coming out like a month apart from each other. I don't know. I just felt the moveset in that game was not very interesting.
2, 1. Capture the point.
I'm not talking even about the combat. I mean, the combat's fine. It's actually very similar to NES Ninja Gaiden. It's mostly just the platforming moveset was very uninteresting. I think they really tried too hard to differentiate from, you know, not having a double jump and an air dash and all these kind of movement options that people expect from a modern platformer, but there wasn't any reason to. I don't know, the movement just wasn't very interesting. Combat being, like, updated NES Ninja Gaiden isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with that. But Shinobi is more my kind of thing. But yeah, that's another reason why I don't want to really have that in the giveaway. I didn't like it that much. I liked it enough to finish it. Getting the S ranks and stuff, I'm like, I just don't like this game enough to do that. It was a fun game. It wasn't bad. Just I usually don't do like end game stuff in games unless I really like it. Plenty of times I'm like, you know, I roll the credits, I'm done. That's pretty much what that game was to me. It also just kind of wasn't interesting how, like, the core gameplay mechanic was just stolen from the messenger.
Capture the point.
Quite literally just the messenger cloud stat mechanic. That was kind of fun. I feel like if you played the messenger,
I'm unstoppable.
you played the messenger, Ragebound's main platforming mechanic is kind of uninteresting because it's basically stolen from the messenger. It's a much better game than the messenger because the messenger decided to do that really whack plot twist where they made it a Metroidvania but then had no upgrades to keep it interesting. So it's cool to have that mechanic in a better paced game, but I definitely feel like they should have had something else to differentiate it. Basically just feels like the messenger with better graphics and no weird gameplay twist. It's like the only thing. You can tell that the people who made that game really liked the messenger. The messenger's kind of a average game. Good music, good pixel art, good controls, but the Metroidvania part of it was not very well made. Just because there were no extra powers or abilities you got. It's kind of just... game played the same from like hour 1 to hour 20.
I'm unstoppable.
I think Ragebound does a better job of introducing new stuff. Despite being like a quarter of the length of the messenger. I don't really think the Messenger deserved as much praise as it got. If it had just stuck to its guns and stayed a, like, retro-inspired platformer, and, you know, been like Ragebound, you know, like 5-6 hour game, it would have been a lot better. But, bless that team's hearts, but they were terrible at making a Metroidvania. Metroidvanias that came out 20 years prior that were better, had better pacing and more gameplay hooks. I don't know what was up with that game. Maybe they like decided to do that like really late in development, and they didn't have time to like actually, you know, add stuff to the Metroidvania portion to keep it interesting. But like it just had like no upgrades. The only upgrade was basically just this one utility thing you use like once, and then just like boring stuff like health. That's why, like, when that game was popular in the speedrun community, they just played the first part. Like, yeah, that's the good part of the game. That's the good part. The good part is not the 16-bit part. It's the 8-bit part. Like, just make a Ninja Gaiden inspired game, and don't make it a Metroidvania just to pad out the game time and stop people from complaining that they finished with it in 5 hours. That would have been a lot better. It's not inherently a bad thing that you're done with it in 5 hours. The game did not have anywhere near enough interest in the gameplay loop to have it be that long in the first place. I wouldn't call the Messenger overrated. I call it heavily flawed. It really felt like a product of its time where people are so obsessed with how long a game is instead of like, does it actually have good content to warrant it being long, and the Messenger does not. It really sucks because the first part of the game, which only lasts a couple hours, was like actually quite good. But then it devolves into a Metroidvania that's not interesting. Oh yeah, and get a couple of these, huh? Alright, that should be another couple. Gear score. 501. 503. I need carapaces now, I think. So let's go try to find Strange Goo, because that's going to give me another couple gear score. Let's see if there's any quest to do.
Defend the chest. I'm unstoppable. Wave incoming. I'm unstoppable. Make some space. Out of my way. I'm unstoppable. Wave incoming. Out of my way. I'm unstoppable. Out of my way.
Ninja Gaiden 4 actually looks quite good. I'm very pleased with what I've seen so far. Well, that may not be the popular opinion for people who like character action games, but I like pretty much all the changes they're making. I don't know for sure if I'll like it because, you know, they don't do a public demo, but I am, like, really interested in it. I don't think the old combat was as good as people said it was. It's inherently flawed in so many ways. Seems like it's just gonna be a solid game. I hope they put out a demo soon. Ten more gear score. Can I do it?
go! I'm unstoppable! Escort the payload! Out of my way! I'm unstoppable! Out of my way! Victory!
You still haven't refreshed. Alright, 5 minutes for the next one. Those other ones are basically pointless. So everybody's almost maxed out. Well, current level cap. It's mostly just you want to get them to 30. So that they can equip everything and you can finish up all the missions quick. They don't even really need experience books anymore. This is the only character that's left. I particularly like playing this character. Let's see, how many gear score is that going to give me? Not much. Like one. One gear score. Thankfully it's a skirmish and not an auto-scroller. That's worth it. A couple minutes for one level. Might be more beneficial to go back to the previous difficulty.
5, 4, 3,
Just try to to get as many levels as I can, because 515 is the next, like, major breakpoint. Those legendary 2 maps probably get some pretty big power boosts.
I'm unstoppable. Nothing to see here. Defeat the enemies. I'm unstoppable. Out of my way. Defeat the enemies. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable.
There's one right here. And it's a defense, which is the least auto-scroller next to skirmish. Let's see.
4, 3, 2, 1. Wave incoming. Defend the chest. Excuse my knuckles. Wave incoming. I'm unstoppable. Nothing to see here. Wave incoming. Victory!
Wish this game had faster load times. It takes forever to load. It's one of those games where if you played it for like... Actually reminds me a lot of Wolong. Like if you played Wolong for 300 hours, probably like 80 to 100 of it is waiting for it to load. I liked Wolong after the updates, but man, those load times are just killer.
Defend the chest.
I don't know what the heck they did to make it load so slow, but... The end game being like things you could finish in like a minute or less, and then like the load times being like 20-30 seconds really destroyed the pacing. At least in this game you're in the instance for longer than it's loading. The Wolong, man, his load times really killed my drive to keep playing it. It was fun. They definitely improved it a lot after updates. I'm like, man, they really needed to fix those load times. It's gonna be an instance-based game. I should not spend, like, almost as much time loading as I spend in the instance. Like, you know, you can be in an instance for this for, like 10 minutes. So the fact that it takes, like, 20-30 seconds to load isn't that bad. Wolong was, like... Eventually you could just shred the bosses. and you spent like half the time on that level just loading. I definitely think that's of utmost importance to like not have such long-ass load times. You know, it's an instance-based game where you can clear it faster than it loads.
Wave incoming.
But yeah, there is a significant amount of waiting between going into the next instance and this that I wish they had fixed. It would flow a lot better.
I'm unstoppable.
Go. 2 levels out of that. 508. Almost there. I forgot to get these. 508 out of 515. Actually, I get a bonus at 510. Yeah, let's at least go that far.
Victory!
510 is the next gear score milestone. I could probably do this, actually.
Five, four, three, two, one. Defeat the enemies. Defeat the enemies! I'm unstoppable! Out of my way! You're no match for my fists! Defeat the enemies! Excuse my knuckles! Prepare for trouble! Victory!
Why did I not get credit for that? What the heck? Did I not just do that? What's this game on, man? I just did that. Oddly, buggy game for 1.0. I'm pretty sure I just did that. You guys just watched me do it. I didn't get any freaking credit. What the heck, man? At least it wasn't an auto-scroller, but man, what the hell? I literally just did that.
Five, four, three, two,
Why do I
one!
need to do this twice to get the credit?
Defeat the enemies! Defeat the enemies! I'm unstoppable! Out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my way! I'm unstoppable! Defeat the enemies! I'm unstoppable! Get behind me, hunters! Defeat the enemies! You're in trouble now! Nothing to see here! Out of my way!
that twice in a row. Weird. Let's see what this item is. Oh, wow. You know, that might actually be better. Because I'm not getting the bonus from the stunned enemies. Huh. Yeah, let's do it.
Victory!
There we go, 5:15. Nice. I guess I'll do one map, and I'm probably gonna call it. So I have to wait for the quest to reset. It's kind of pointless to really play much longer. There, that was pretty significant grind session. Everything is pretty optimized. Actually, this one's kind of got junk on it. See if I can get something better. Oh, yeah, I'll take that one. We'll take that one. Let's see, when do the quests reset so I can figure out when the next session is going to be. Oh, in 4 hours. Alright. Well, let's try a Legendary 2 map with the build mostly online. On probably the next stream, I'll probably focus on the story, so I can probably get a bunch of levels from there. Alright, should be able to do these now. How many keys do I have, though? Let me make sure I have keys before I commit to this. Curious chest. I don't have keys. Well, let's try it anyway. Man, this layout sucks. Eat flat. Really not dying. What the hell, man?
Come on, Pinky.
Fuck. I hate these enemies. Nothing's dying.
I'm unstoppable.
It's going a little bit better now. Ah, come on, man. What am I getting killed by? I hate these blobs. This boss is so obnoxious with the spamming puddles. The most obnoxious thing in games. Playing a melee character and you just fight something that just spams puddles. I'm starting to think this armor piece was not worth it. Can't offset all the attrition damage. Come on, die. It's the worst fucking map. There's no flat terrain and then obnoxious enemies.
I'm unstoppable.
Please just die. What killed me? What did I die from? I stood there and just died. This map is trash. Worst map so far. Just die.
I'm unstoppable.
Shit boss. Runs away and spams puddles. Die, please. I'm like dying to nothing. It's probably not even fucking drop anything. Just die, please. 8 billion HP. It's not worth it at all. Garbage ass boss. I can't even open the chest, so I guess I'm just gonna leave. I can't stand that boss. When you're playing a more ranged character, it's not any less annoying. We'll see if I have another one. Less obnoxious enemy. Yeah, this one should be significantly easier, hopefully. do I get from doing the story? I always hate doing story, but it might be the best thing to do. Yeah, you get like a cool 1,000 from doing this. I just don't like doing story, all the cutscenes and talking. Unfortunately, that's probably the best thing to do next. I always just avoid it. I just want to get into maps. I want to watch a bunch of cutscenes and walk, mash through text. Well, I guess I'm going to save the rest of these for the next stream. These keys are like really hard to get. Let's see if there's another boss. Might as well wipe out the bosses. Pray something drops. Probably should not spend the rest of these though. Go grab something to eat, take a nap. The quest will be back up.
Make some space! Out of my way!
It's gonna be the last map. Last map. Well, she's pretty much ready to do most content, but I probably need to get a better relic, so I think next time, in a couple hours, I'm gonna focus on doing the story, and then the quests in here should be the next big power spike. Gonna need a lot of those keys, and they're pretty hard to get. A little bit too hard, actually.
unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. Out of my way. Get behind me, Hunter.
I don't know, man. I think that is one instance where gamers were not being entitled. One instance where gamers were not being entitled, in my opinion. You can't just announce a game and then show nothing for like 6 years and expect people to not be pissed off. There's a limit to how much goodwill you have. But that's exactly what they did. I think most people understand it takes several years to make a good game, but maybe don't announce it like 6 years before it's ready. That's my take on it. It's pretty simple, grounded in reality take, right? I really don't understand why they just didn't show anything for that long. It's actually insane. People are more than warranted to be frustrated. Because what it basically represents is what AAA studios do, and publishers, where they announce something like 3 years too early. It's like, well, what was the benefit of telling people about the game that early? There's no benefit, really, because the expectations just get higher and higher waiting that long. I think it's pretty obvious that Silksong will meet, or probably even exceed, expectations, but there is no universe where they should have announced it that soon. It's just complete stupid. Complete stupidity to do that. That's part of the things that people like about indie games, is they don't take as long to make, so... They don't take as long to make, so people can actually feel properly excited. Because it's not like waiting for the next God of War or FF7 remake. You gotta wait like 3, 4, or 5 years. I mean, they basically put out a bunch of articles saying that the TLDR is that they had infinite money, so they have infinite time to make it. I'm like, that's a very privileged thing for an indie developer, to just have infinite time to make something. And like, Hollow Knight sold millions and millions of copies, so running out of money was never an issue. It's like, if you want to work on the game until it's perfect, you actually have the opportunity to. Unlike the game I'm currently playing, where you basically like almost went bankrupt finishing the game. That's fine, but like, why don't you show people your progress? So that people don't think it's vaporware. That's my take on it. Plenty of indie games that are also vaporware that like at least show that they're still working on it, and not just like 5 years of nothing.
I'm unstoppable.
They're very lucky that the game is basically marketing itself. Like, they probably wouldn't even need to spend anything on marketing for that game, because the fact that it's actually coming out is giving them so much free marketing. Apparently, the original Hollow Knight has surpassed its old player base peak. Just because the new one is coming out and everybody's hearing about it, even people that didn't play the original. Like, holy crap, this game was announced like 7 years ago, and now it's out. It's coming out next week. I gotta play the first one. I don't know, there's a limit to how much patience you can have waiting for a game to come out, in my opinion. Lost Soulacide is very much the same thing. He basically like restarted development, so really only been working on it for like 4 years, but it was announced that it was going to be an actual game after that initial trailer, which was like a concept thing. That was announced like 8 years ago, so Lost Soulacide is definitely going to suffer from advancements in game development way more than Silksong will, though. Silksong is more of the same. It's an iterative game, which is fine, The original Hollow Knight is a great game, but Lost Soulacide is already getting a bunch of flack for its graphics. I'm like, well, they started working on it so long ago. I personally don't care. I think that if the game runs well,
Out of my way.
Game runs well and plays well, I'm fine with it. I don't need high-end graphics. I just want it to run well and be good to play. That's it. But yeah, they definitely are going to experience some issues with like announcing it so long ago, and they obviously didn't remake everything. Some of the assets in that game are probably like multiple years old. Announcing too soon is just a game industry problem in general. Nothing wrong with announcing something and having it be delayed.
Out of my way.
Stuff happens, especially, around the pandemic. Games had to be pushed back because they couldn't work in person. But announcing stuff and then it doesn't come out for like multiple years is kind of dumb. A little bit excessive. Like, I do not want to know about this game until it's like maximum a year away. It's gonna be this long wait. It's nowhere near done. Like, I don't really want to be marketed. You know, Tales of Arise was very similar. Similar kind of thing. Announced way too soon, and then they showed barely nothing on it until it was almost out. Anybody that played that game, even people who liked it, will tell you the marketing for the game was terrible. They showed basically no gameplay. Whether the game was good or not is irrelevant. It's the problem of announcing it too soon. The game could have turned out exactly the same, and it would have been better if they hadn't announced it until it was like 6 months away, but I guess, to be fair, part of it was the pandemic. But still, the game was announced like way prior to the pandemic, and they showed basically nothing. There was basically no information on how the game was actually going to play until right before it came out, which is whack, no matter how you slice it. I really don't get why they announced that game so early. That's a game that definitely needed a delay. It felt like that game got... They did a speed run of the development towards the end. Like, anybody who completely enjoyed that game, hey, which is fine. If you liked it, but nobody can deny that the end of that game was terrible. You could tell that they were having really big problems getting it out the door because of the pandemic. I'm glad they still got it out, but at the end of the game, the production values and the pacing take a massive dump. Alright, well, I guess I'll save the rest of these for next time. Let's do one more. Do one more. One more run. The final run. We just want to get at least one of these drops today. Not strong enough to do this yet. Need to hit the grind spot again. We're getting two Vaporware games coming out within a week of each other. It's pretty impressive how that works, but I'm sure the Lost Soul Aside developers really hate that they chose the delay release date that they did, but they're obviously too deep in to they're too deep in to change it now, but they're totally getting screwed over. If you think about it, because it was supposed to come out in late April. Late April there was way less competition, but now everybody and their cat's going to be on that game.
Out of my way.
This is not worth it. Let's bail. Don't need anything from that. I don't know, the marketing for Lost Soul Aside has been pretty bad. The fact that they don't have a demo that's public instead of only the one that's at Gamescom is low-key insanity. I don't know why they don't. It's the first game from an unproven studio.
5, 4, 3.
You know, it's been in development for 9 years. Why do you not have a demo? Why do you only have a Gamescom demo? That is so stupid. I basically pre-ordered it on blind faith that it will actually run properly. But if it doesn't, I don't know how much patience I'm going to have to wait for them to patch it. I heard the PS5 one does not maintain a stable frame rate, so I don't know what to expect from the PC port. But yeah, they're really shooting themselves in the foot not having a demo, especially now that Silksong is coming out 5 days after. I think most people are probably going to choose that. It sucks. I haven't seen them interact with any of the character action game community either. I think that would be the bare minimum. There are still active character action game creators that would love to get a key for that, or some kind of opportunity for it. There's been nothing. So if the game doesn't do well, I feel like it's partially self-inflicted, even though the fact that it just kind of randomly ended up coming out a couple days before Silksong is not their fault. Everybody that's gotten their hands on the game has said it's quite good, so I guess the delay was worth it, but I'm not sure if they're advertising their product the way they should be. I feel like a demo for something like that is absolutely important. You don't have... Lost Soul Aside does not have established brand name behind it. Or even an established, big name developer behind it. To, make people want to buy it blind. But so far, I've heard nothing but good things about people that have actually played it. It's really just going to be a matter of if the PC port is junk or not. I hope not, but we'll find out. I paid for the deluxe edition, so we'll find out. It's weird to have a demo on PC at Gamescom, but then like not have it for the public. Or, like most people that buy the game are going to be at home. Most people don't have the disposable income to just kind of randomly fly to Germany to play Lost Solazai. I wish I did. I would have if I could. Like, they clearly have a PC demo and not making it available.
Make some space.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for this game for now. That was a pretty significant upgrade. Definitely be back on this in about 3.5 hours, finish up the dailies. Should be able to get some decent stuff from that, hopefully. Oh, I just realized I never upgraded this, did I? Hey, let's go do that before I go. Otherwise I'll forget. So yeah, next stream will be more of this. Be doing the treasure map dailies, and then probably suffering through the story. So I can get to the 35 cap. That's probably like the next big thing to do. Let's go ahead and put in a fix on this. Let's see what possible rolls there are. There's no melee damage, is there? I'm kind of fine with whatever, then. I'll take the crit bonus. Alright, that was easy. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back to do my daily login on the non-service game in a couple hours. Possibly a kitty sitting stream game tonight if I can find something to play. Might be arcade games or something, because my R1 button's still broken. And I'm still attempting to get it fixed, but getting it fixed here in person is not going to be easy. So, very well might have to allocate a decent amount of next month's funds to getting it fixed. But until then, kitty sitting streams will be very sporadic. Probably still play stuff like Knights of Valor. That's probably a good alternative for now. Let's just playing that. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Be back in about 3-4-ish hours. Finish up the dailies. Catch you later.